Have you ever felt like your goals are just too big, too far away, or even impossible to reach? Like there's this giant mountain ahead of you, and you don't even know where to start climbing? Let me tell you a secret that changed my life. You don't have to climb the mountain in one day. In fact, it's the smallest steps, the ones you barely notice, that make the biggest difference over time. Here's the thing, small steps compound into something extraordinary. Let's start with the science. There's something called the compound effect. It's the principle that small, consistent actions add up over time. Think about it like this: if you improve by just 1% every single day, in 1 year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. That's not magic. It's math, and this works in every part of life. Whether it's learning a new skill, getting in shape, or building a better mindset, it's not the big, flashy changes that matter most. It's the small, seemingly insignificant actions that you repeat consistently. Here's where it gets interesting. Small steps build momentum. Think of pushing a car that's stuck in the mud. At first, it feels impossible. You're sweating, straining, and barely moving it an inch. But once it starts to roll, it becomes easier. That's momentum. The same thing happens in your life. That first step might feel like nothing. But once you take it, the second step is easier. Then the third. And suddenly, you're not stuck anymore. You're moving. Take, for example, someone who wants to lose weight. They might start by just walking for 10 minutes a day. Doesn't sound like much, right? But a week later, they're walking 15 minutes. Then they're adding some light exercises. A year later, they're running marathons. All because they decided to take that first, small step. Now let's talk about why small steps work for you. Most people quit because they try to change everything at once. They think, I'll wake up at 5 a.m., go to the gym, eat perfectly, meditate, and read a book every single day. Sound familiar? The truth is, that's a recipe for burnout. But when you focus on one small, manageable action, it's not overwhelming. You can actually stick with it. And here's the cool part, small wins build confidence. When you prove to yourself that you can take that one step, it becomes easier to believe you can take the next one. Let's say you want to save money. Instead of stressing about saving thousands, start with $1 a day. It's tiny, right? But over time, it adds up. And once you see progress, you'll naturally want to do more. That's how habits work. So, how can you start? Here's a simple strategy. Ask yourself, what's the smallest thing I can do right now that moves me closer to my goal? Imagine the skills you could master, the relationships you could build, the goals you could crush, all by doing just one tiny thing each day. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Because over time, those small steps turn into big changes. So, what's your first step going to be? Leave a comment below and share it with me. Lock in this year. I believe in you.